Have you ever wondered why some people can sign clients really easily, they can book as many meetings as they want, and they can just scale their agency effortlessly, whereas you can't? You're struggling to sign clients, you're struggling to book meetings, and you don't really know where you're going wrong. Well, that comes down to your offer. If you don't have a good offer in 2023, then you're going to look like every other agency, and it's going to become insanely hard for you to scale. But don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to give you 4 AI automation agency offers that you can make in 2023 to scale from $0 to $10,000 per month as a beginner. Make sure you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to be going over my offer and how I've scaled it from $0 to $10,000 per month at 19 years of age. If you find the video helpful, then just leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, welcome. We are in the whiteboard and I'm going to give you 4 AI automation offers in 2023. These are generally some of the best offers I think you can use right now to scale your agencies. So if it is something you're looking to get into and you just want to find, an offer that you can use and sell to business owners, then this is the perfect video for you. All of them work. I do just want to say that from the start. All of these offers do work, but obviously I recommend picking one and picking a niche and then just becoming a specialist in that certain aspect. But yeah, all of them work, and let's get into the first one. So let me just make myself smaller. The first one we're going to be looking at is the AI chatbot implementation. Now you may be asking me, Charlie, how does this actually help business owners? Firstly, it improves customer service. So instead of the business owners having to pay an employee to basically manage customer service, we live in a time where AI is being implemented and businesses don't want to be left behind. So if you can be quick and actually sell this as a service, you're going to make a lot of money, as it solves a pretty big problem at the minute, which is having to pay people to do manual chores or tasks, which can be outsourced to AI. The next one is cost saving. So obviously they can cut down on having employees. They can just use AI, which is you basically. The businesses are going to be paying you. Enhanced user experience, data collection and insights, increased in efficiency. So how do you actually provide the service? Let me maybe it's a bit smaller actually, if I can. There we go. So there's 2 sort of things you need to know. You're going to base the bot on a software called BotPress. Now, I do just want to say firstly that as of recording this video, these are the 2 best sort of softwares you can base it on, or platforms you can base the chatbot on. But as time goes past, there's going to be upgraded versions. Adaptation is one of the most important things you can have in business. So yeah, just to make it clear, there may be better ones when you're watching this, but as of now in 2023, these are probably the best platforms that you can base a chatbot on. So the first one is called BotPress. That's where you base the bot on the software, and then extra functions, so additional functions, you're going to use Stack AI. They are both great softwares. Now, what are the best niches for this? I've just listed 5, but obviously there's absolutely tons. And the more creative you can get, and the more sort of what I recommend is I'm going to give you 5 niches. So e-commerce, travel and hospitality, banking and finance, healthcare and real estate. But if you want to go one step further and actually increase your chance of becoming or just making more money, you can actually go into a sub niche, which is basically a niche within a niche. So let's say you do e-commerce. If you were to specialize in watch brands or e-com watch brands and just specialize in that, so you only work with a sub niche. I've just done an example, which is watch brands. Obviously it can be whatever, it can be literally whatever, but if you actually go one step deeper into a niche, then you're going to make more money because you're a specialist and not a generalist. That it's a reason why heart surgeons get paid more than doctors, because they specialize in sort of one certain aspect of the body, and it's the exact same with business. So yeah, e-com, travel, banking, healthcare, real estate. There's a ton of other ones. You can get creative, but please just stick to one. Don't hop between different niches. And I'm going to give you the best niches for all of these offers. So yeah, but if you just stick to one, that's what I recommend. The pros and cons of this is that it's in high demand. People and businesses, they understand that AI is getting better and better. So they want to, it's sort of the new trend at the minute. And businesses want to take advantage of it. So you can be a solution to that. And then it can be outsourced for cheap. Solves a big problem if they are paying customer support, and every business will need this in the future. It's just a no-brainer really at the minute. And yeah, the cons is that you can't really charge it as a retainer. It's a one-time payment. However, you could offer it as a subscription like SaaS, which means that instead of charging, let's say, a one-time fee of $3,000 to make a chatbot, you could do like $200 or $500 a month, or just do a low one like $97 a month, and you could just get monthly recurring revenue. However, if the churn rate is bad, so for some reason, let's say they want a better bot, then they would get rid of you. Whereas I recommend just charging a one-time high payment. But if you're struggling to close them on that, then you could sort of offer them a monthly subscription base, which is lower risk for them because they can actually have a chance to try it, so they don't invest a load of money and then for it not to work. And yeah, you need to be quick, as other agencies will get there first. You know, this is a sort of trending topic at the minute. My last AI video got like 10,000 views in the first 48 hours, I think. I don't know, it should be on 10K by now, but it's absolutely insane. And yeah, another con is that there is no direct return on investment, so it is hard to guarantee results, but nonetheless, it still does solve a good problem, which is, you know, them spending a lot of money on employees when it can just be outsourced to AI. So there's a lot more pros than cons. I'm just sort of giving you the heads up. If you were to implement this to a certain niche, you might find this as a struggle, but I definitely recommend it. And the final score is an 8 out of 10. So it's an 8 out of 10 on my sort of scoring. But yeah, I mean, it could be offered as SaaS, so that's a good way to get monthly recurring revenue if you can't. But I do recommend just charging a high one-time payment. That's what getting basically capital upfront is a lot better than getting $97 a month over the course of a year. So I recommend charging about $3,000 for this, especially if they're a big brand. It's great to be profitable, and the profit margins are really high on this, like really high. So let's move on to the next one, which is going to be lead gen and appointment setting. This is another really, really crucial one that AI is sort of taking over, and you can use this as a service to actually help businesses. Businesses are tired of manually having to call leads. Efficiency, and it solves a massive problem. It saves the cost, once again, like the chatbot, and it's less time and work for them. How do you actually provide this service? So how do you provide lead gen and appointment setting to business owners? Firstly, you need your leads to get sent to a landing page. Now, a lot of people at the minute are just implementing sort of SMMA, so they are doing paid traffic, because there's two ways in which there's more than two ways, but I mean, there's three ways in which you can sort of get leads for business owners. The first one is paid advertising, which is Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and then you can sort of use AI or automations on the back end, like what I'm going to explain in a minute. Or you can do it organically through, you know, content, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, even LinkedIn has great, actually, is pushing it to a larger audience at the minute, which is a bit crazy. But then what you do, and the third one is actually referrals, but you can't really advertise that. So basically you want to get the leads to a landing page, which could be ClickFunnels, which is, I think you have to pay for, which is 97 or I think 197 a month. Or you can use system.io. This is another good one, and it is actually completely free, which is crazy. And then what you do is this will collect info. So you'll get their emails, you'll get the leads numbers, all that good stuff. And then we can actually use automation. So for the emails, once you've got a lead list of emails, you can then send out automated emails out to the leads to book them into the like sort of appointment or get them as a customer. You can use GoHighLevel for this, and if you collected numbers, you can actually use GoHighLevel to get automated SMS messages. So it's going to actually text their leads fully automated, so you don't actually have to do any extra work, because they get sent to a landing page, then it connects to GoHighLevel, and then it sends SMS messages to book appointments. Let's say you're a barbershop or a hair salon, and you have, actually no, wait, let me rephrase. Actually, yeah, we'll use that example. So, I mean, another problem which like a lot of these appointments have is that the show up rate, right? So if you have SMS, you can basically remind people that their booking is at X time on X date, and they're much more likely to show up. So SMS is like really, really powerful, because let's face it, if you get a text message on your phone, you're going to see it, right? So it's pretty insane, and that's a great way to sort of use lead gen and to get that, or sort of get the leads and nurture the leads into an appointment. Now, the best niches for this this is just my opinion. Once again, there are a ton of niches that you could go into. I'm just stating some proven and tested ones that I know people are successful in. First one is gyms. These are great. And the main problem gyms have is acquiring customers, but then also retaining customers. So having an email list for gyms and having SMS, you can sort of add promotional. I know a lot of gyms like to have promotional sort of products, whether that be like a nutrition plan or a bunch of things, personal training, all that good stuff. Another one, real estate. Then you've got e-commerce, barbershops and salons, hotels. This is an underrated one. I only know one guy who's actually he's in the niche of five-star hotel luxury resorts, and he does paid advertising for them, and he does paid advertising and organic traffic. But like everyone goes for the I don't believe in saturated niches. I believe in your offer, because if you think the niche is saturated, it is just your offer. Because if your offer looks like every other agency, then you're going to look like every other agency in that niche. Whereas if you have a completely unique sort of offer and you're using AI and you're using, a really unique way of acquiring customers, and you can do it efficiently and consistently, then it's going to help you stand out. And especially if you just don't like go for the big niches and you actually go for a more unique one like five-star hotels. So like what I said earlier, to go into a sub niche, if your niche is hotels, then you should actually go one step further and actually specialize in a sub niche, which is, let's say, five-star hotels, or I don't know, couple resorts. But my point is that everyone goes for the hotels, but no one actually dives deeper into a more specific niche. And then you just become a one of one in your sort of niche, and that's amazing. The next one, roofing companies, car detailers, info products. Like most businesses need lead gen and appointment setting, so you can get creative. And yeah, the more you know about the niche is also better. Pros and cons. So the pros is that info collection made easy. You don't have to manually collect an email list, or you don't have to manually collect phone numbers. It just does it automatically, which is great. Not much work on the back end, so you don't actually have to call the leads anymore, because you can use AI to an automation to send emails, to send SMS, all that good stuff. Most businesses need this. Increase appointment booking rates, so as I mentioned before, and it increases the sharp rate. So yeah, let's say you are like a barbershop, or I don't know, any other business. Trying to think. Yeah, just any other business that needs appointments to show up, then you could use SMSs like reminders, text reminders, email reminders, and it's fully automated. Cons is that a lot of businesses already have automations set up. The business owner could implement it themselves. However, they probably won't, because it takes time and they're just maybe lazy or busy at the minute. So you can solve the problem of not having to do all the annoying hassle of setting it up, and you're doing that for them. So final score, 8 out of 10. Solid offer, solid service, and if you get in a good niche, it's definitely profitable. And yeah, so overall, a very solid sort of offer you can have. Next, let's talk about an email marketing automation agency. How does it help businesses? Crucial for increasing conversions, retargeting old customers, and getting them to buy new products. So a lot of businesses have a one-time product, but then in the future they could have like certain, I don't know, let's say like a winter deal or a summer sale where they're sort of doing like 50% off. You can then use email to actually, and I'll actually go over how I use email in my agency, but you can do promotional sort of emails, which are great because it'll get old customers buying from your store again. And also build a newsletter on behalf of a business. So that's really powerful. If you can collect emails using automations and send out weekly newsletters, that's insane, because a newsletter is one of the most powerful marketing strategies you can have as a business owner. It's crazy. I can't remember the statistic, but no, I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not even going to say it. But I've heard like if you have 1,000 emails in an email list and it's a newsletter that you're providing value, that's insanely profitable. And yeah, especially when you provide value upfront through weekly emails. So how do you actually provide this service? How do you actually help businesses with email automation? Where do you start? Instantly.ai for sending emails, doing follow-up, etc. However, So let's say you sign a client for email marketing. Most businesses have an old email list that they just don't use anymore. Let's say the business owner is too busy, he doesn't want to send emails. You can come in, get that old email list, and actually do something called database reactivation. This is what it looks like, and I'm in the personal training and fitness niche, so this is what it would look like using GoHighLevel. So once you sign a client, this is our database reactivation standard operating procedure. Most businesses have a client database of old customers, maybe recurring customers of 1 to 5,000 customers. These are for like reasonably sized businesses, which I work with. The larger the list, the more weeks it will take before the client is finished signing up. Strong offer, and it goes into a bulk text message campaign. Average response rate, so 2 to 10% of this 1 to 5,000 list will respond. And once they respond, there is a autoresponder message using GoHighLevel. So the client database is uploaded to GoHighLevel. We then trigger these messages with an autoresponder, meaning if the prospect responds back with a certain line or phrase, that they automatically get added to the lead nurturing campaigns. So they go from they go from like a cold sort of old customer to a more sort of nurtured customer, and then they're added to a lead nurturing campaign. An example, these are some examples you can use in GoHighLevel or other softwares. Hi, first name, it's Thomas at company name. Are you currently stuck at home but still want to stay healthy? Then I have good news. Today we are giving out a few 21-day challenge special offers to our new online training program. If you want one, just reply with one word, yes online. Obviously, I could read these examples. You can read them yourself. But if they respond to yes online, what happens is an autoresponder triggers. So yes online, or let's say you do another one. Contact name is Charlie, a company name. Today we're giving a few free 6-week transformation packages. If you want one, just reply with one word, 6 challenge. So once they respond with this word, they actually get added to the golden follow-up system for client campaigns. I won't go over this, maybe another video I'll do that. But essentially what this allows you to do is make a lot of money for your client without even spending money on ads, without even spending money on other types of traffic. It's amazing because because most businesses already have an email list, as soon as you start working for them, you can, let's say, I think I go over here. So the client list at the end of the month will be about 500 to 1K with 2 to 10% response rate. 5% of warm leads turn into meetings. That is 40 meetings per month you will get without spending $1 on ads or having to do anything extra yourself. So as soon as you sign the client, you can get them 40 meetings or 40 customers without even doing anything. And you can do that in the first week of working with your client, which is insane. So that's database reactivation using GoHighLevel. And if you want help with the actual sort of email marketing newsletter, the copywriting aspect, you can actually use ChatGPT. So let's say you're providing value up front. Just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, give me 10, fitness routines or exercises, which is pretty insane because AI is powerful nowadays. Now, what are the best niches for this? Pretty much every business needs email marketing. If you sell a product, sell a service, you need emails collected, and you can be that guy to do that for them. Pros, info collection made easy, not much work on the back end. You don't have to manually call leads. Most businesses need this. Increase appointment booking rate, automated follow-up sequences. They can do it themselves, but it's hard to guarantee results. But if you show them this on like a sales call, they're going to be like, holy shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. So final score, 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10. But once again, all these offers and all these services work. You just need to stay consistent and actually do the work. Now let's talk about my one, which is an AI creative agency. I call this like a hybrid sort of agency because it's integrating social media marketing, but I also use AI and automations on the back end to actually increase and decrease the time that I have to spend doing the service delivery. And this is what I personally do. It's worked insanely well and it's amazing. So how does it help businesses? It helps businesses with content ideas and scripts. So when you sign a client, instead of having to manually give them ideas and scripts so they have to film content, you can just go onto ChatGPT and say, hey, give me 10 video ideas and scripts for, I don't know, let's say you work with real estate agents selling houses. You could do like, yeah, just you get the idea, and it converts short form content into appointments and customers. And the reason I like it so much is because it integrates normal marketing services, but it utilizes AI and automation for the service delivery. So you don't need to spend time doing editing or finding captions, hashtags, etc. for posts. AI and automations already do that for you. It's absolutely insane. And let's face it, most businesses or most people who sell like info products or other services, they need content. A lot of people need content. So instead of doing your typical short form content, which is a bit saturated, and people have been doing that for the last 6 months, and I get oh my God, I get blasted on Instagram by short form editors. But no one's really using AI or having AI creative agency, and it's really powerful. And it's something unique, which separates yourself from other agencies. So how do you actually provide the service? This is essentially it. So you give the client content ideas or full scripts using ChatGPT. The client records the content for it'll be about 1 to 2 hours in long form video. They send the content back to you. You use AI softwares like Opus Clip to repurpose their content into short form content. You can use other ones. I just use Opus Clip. There's a ton of ones out there which do AI editing for you, which gives you the caption. So AI gives you the title, description, and gives you a viral score out of 100. AI has already edited the long form content into short form content and created engaging captions, so you don't really have to do any extra work. Now we use Hootsuite or Sprout Social to schedule and book, to bulk schedule, the content. Then the short form videos get uploaded to TikTok. They get uploaded to TikTok, 1 a day, YouTube Shorts, 1 a day, Facebook and LinkedIn, 1 a day. So you're creating one video, but it goes on to 3 different platforms. So you can increase the actual attention, you could say, and to get more views. Then over the course of 30 days across all the platforms, you're going to get at least 100,000 views for your client organically. Typically, I get about 500,000, but let's just say you're a beginner, you can get 100,000 views pretty easy. It sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not. Like, all it takes is one video to pop off and you'll get the 100,000 views. But what you're going to do is you're going to add a call to action at the end of each short form content video. And usually that the call to action is like free training VSL in exchange for an email. So you're going to get your audience's email, and in return they get a free training VSL. I work with fitness coaches, so they get a fitness coaching sort of free training. But you could do that with real estate. You could do that with, I don't know, other services. Like, honestly, you can get as creative as you want with this. That's the best part about it. And what you're going to do is you're going to aim for a 1% who use the call to action, which means that you'll get 1,000 emails at the end of the month. Then you're going to do the email marketing, which I just talked about in the last point, and you're going to convert their emails into customers and appointments. So you do email marketing using Instantly.ai to convert their audience into paying customers. Absolutely insane. Final score, 9 out of 10. A bit biased because I do it, but it works insanely well. And not many people have an AI creative agency at the minute, and it's absolutely insane. Let me go back. So we've covered, as you can see, there's a lot of value in this video. As you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but this took me a long time. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you found this helpful. I'm sure you did. It took me a while to actually make this video. If you do want help and you want one-to-one coaching, I'm going to leave the first link in the description. I'm taking on about 5 more people for one-to-one coaching. If you are struggling to sign clients, you're struggling to book meetings, and you just have a lot of questions about your agency, you don't really know what you're doing wrong, but you just can't make any progress, then the first link in the description is for you. However, please only book a call if you are serious about scaling your agency to 10, 20, 30,000 per month. As I just mentioned, only taking on 5 people, one-to-one coaching. I hope you found this really helpful. Leave a like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day.